What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we have another fantastic episode of Vampirella. Vampirella is back with a new fantastic storyline to keep you spellbound and horrified. The strange and macabre. This is one of the reasons why I really love the Vampirella horror comic magazine so much. It takes me way back to a much simpler time in my life where you had to use your imagination, where you wanted to, you were compelled to use your imagination. You were drawn into these stories of horror, mystery, intrigue, and you didn't even have to leave your living room. So I buy these books now decades later, because even with our technology now that we have, everything's at our fingertips. Nothing beats the power of imagination. And Vampirella, these horror magazines just connect for me. And I'm sure they connect with a lot of you guys out there, our subscribers and our viewership that are big comic book fans, horror magazine comic book fans, whatever. This is the fun part of what I do here at the museum. We have a beautiful book here. We got this beautiful Vampirella book from Anthony's Comic Book Art. And these guys are located in New Jersey. And they did a fantastic job at making sure this book is a 7.0 in condition, which is fantastic. It's gorgeous. This is a 70th issue of Vampirella. Let's find out here. Let's get to her thing here. Her storyline. Granny Gross. The front cover, as beautiful as it is, this is not Vampirella. This is not an enemy of Vampirella. This is a story from inside of the book, The Swamp Woman. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, The Swamp Lovers, page 24. We'll start with Vampy first, though. Vampirella's gotten herself into another tough situation, another jam. She looks like computers, robots. The artwork, fantastic. We'll pan these panels a little slower. Like I said, the coolest things I've heard was a subscriber said, and I read the comic, I read the Vampirella videos that you do, I read the book by freezing or pausing the video to read the panels as you pan them. So I want to definitely thank that subscriber for his patience. But when you haven't seen, like he said, when he told me, when you haven't seen this book in nearly 30 or 40 years, a Vampirella book, as beautiful as this, it makes it easy to want to see these books. You don't realize how much time really does fly when you're reading these books. Vampy's really in trouble here. Guys, this is what I do. A cup of coffee, quiet. I'll sit in my lazy boy and I'll read these books. I do read my books. I'm an M.I.B collector, but when it comes to my comic books, I really enjoy reading them. Now keep in mind, This is a crossover series here with Rook has his own comic magazine like Vampirella, so that they will tend to make cameo appearances from one book to the next. Yeah, but keep in mind that with just like with my all of my collectibles, I want my books, my horror comic magazines, to be in fantastic condition too. My comic books, everything has to be in fantastic condition. Like I said, this is a 7.0, really, as far as the grade of this comic book, the condition, I should say. I don't know if that means very, very fair to very good to very fair. There's Rook right there. It's beautiful. Rook to the rescue. Granny's lost, guys. This was the fun part. Um, I look back now over the many years, back to when I was a kid, or even a teenager at that point. My brothers and I, we would go, um, growing up in East Cleveland, Ohio, we'd go down to downtown Cleveland where they had a ton of comic book shops. And we would just spend the better part of our weekend, Saturday, I should say, downtown Cleveland at these comic book shops buying comics. I had a summer job, everybody had jobs. And that's where a lot of my money went. A lot of my money went to comic books. I love comic books. So everybody know me as, you know, a action figure collector, but my my passion was also tied into comic books because it allowed me to escape. I had a fantastic imagination to begin with. It was so cool to escape into these other worlds. I love the standard comic books, but it was the horror comic magazines, the bigger books, that really did it for me. And this black and white artwork was just phenomenal. Especially looking at it now, compared to everything today in today's society. This book smells like 1978. Brings back a lot of cool memories. That comic book smell, that horror comic magazine smell. Panel for panel. Just and every story is just told so beautifully. Little advertisements here throughout the book. Phantom, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, you name it. And here's our cover story: Swamp Lover, Lovers. See, these are the stories I have to sit down and really thoroughly read. Very intriguing, very entrancing. The binding on this book is fantastic. This book was not made for kids. And I was a kid back when I had this book. It was a little bit more mature. So this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is a creature presenting itself as if it's a woman. A swamp creature that presents itself. This is how it looks in its actual form. And then it turns from, see, here's the transformation process. into a woman. Oh, look, he was about to kill her. Guys, this is definitely, I recommend this book. There's the creature again. Oh, a snake is attacking the creature. See, he doesn't want anything to do with the creature now. This is a long story for this book, this particular Vampirella magazine. That's a great story. Guys, these are just a beautiful book, guys. This is actually a bigger book than I thought it would be. The Terrible Exorcism of Adrian, what's that? Arrhenius? Oh boy, these names. Pronounce that name. And I can't, once again, like I said, guys, I sound like a broken record with the artwork. The artists and the writers that worked on these stories inside the Vampirella books. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, this is 1978, so this is 5 years after Exorcism The Exorcist movie was made. So horror comic magazines and all type of horror outlets, if you will, really use that particular movie. A lot of it, a lot of material was used from that movie. Getting to the end of this book here. I just, like I said, it's just beautiful. Here's a cool thing right here. Here's a cool thing, guys. Star Wars action figures already assembled. 9 exciting action figures, all in there. Fantastic. What's this? All have, what's that? Authentic. Oh, okay, there it is. Authentic Star Wars costumes. All have movable arms and legs designed for action poses. Set up a tabletop Star Wars. This right here, this panel in this Vampirella book is worth the price of the book alone. This doesn't get any cooler. Look at this. This is the cool thing about these books. You find these hidden gems in these books. You have the Star Wars models over here. The TIE Fighter. And this is 1978. Is that a land speeder? You name it. A Galaxy Star Wars items. Posters, you name it. Trying to give you guys just a Star Wars mail order store. So subscribe today and receive your free gift. Guys, it's funny he said that. We want you guys to subscribe to the M.I.B Master Toy Museum channel if you haven't already. This is what we do, guys. We have a ton of fun. This book is so clean. We have a lot of fun, guys. Star Trek books. You name it, guys. We do it. We love our toys here. We love our horror comic magazines. Join the fun, guys. Join the family. Join the excitement. The M.I.B Master Toy Museum. Guys, I hope everybody is safe, happy, and healthy. You know the routine. God bless. And keep collecting.